disclaimer: this video is not going to be like properly done because I just want it to be as it is. So you'll see snippets of the mistakes that I make. Yep, let's do this. So since I've been lazy putting up videos, like doing videos lately, I was trying to put a so since I've been trying to put up a lot of videos lately, I promised myself I'm gonna keep on putting videos and filming, even though I get tired and whatever. So I've been trying my best to put up content, even though it's not really good content. And since I've been lazy lately. So I'm just gonna sit here and talk to you about cameras because it's easier for me to make content regarding cameras, even though it's just me blabbering because I love blabbering. Okay, hey, I need to stop that. Okay, so again, you're gonna see bits and pieces of the mistakes, and I didn't prepare this, so this is just from me who's passionate about these cameras, and I have a fairly good experience about these cameras. So I was a not Sony. I was a Nikon shooter before, and it was a while that I was a Nikon shooter, and then I moved to Canon. So Canon was a bit longer because I really enjoyed using it. When I shifted to Canon, I can do videos, I can do photos, so that was fun. But when I shifted to Sony, it was not easy, and one of the things that was hard for me was, aside from editing, was holding the camera. The Sony cameras are so small, and it doesn't fit in your hands. And if you're used to the Canon cameras, they're big, they're chunky. The DSLRs, I have the 1DX2. It's my last Canon camera, so it was like more of a small camera that's light and weird. So the first camera I had was the A7 III. The A7 III has the same body as this A9 here, and the thing is, this camera, when you remove this bottom plate that I bought, this was the original bottom plate that I bought. This is the RRS bottom plate, Really Right Stuff bottom plate. If I didn't have this, then I would not have gone through Sony for a long time, because I really hate holding it. Like when you hold it, your hands, like, see that this one falls off, and it's so painful here. Look, you see that part there. It's so painful that when you start I can't think. I didn't prepare this. When you start shooting, your hands started to hurt, so I really hated it. But when this thing arrived, when I realized about this, I like that it is flush here, so it's so nice with the grip. It's not like the other cages or base plates wherein there's a big notch here. So this was really good. So I started using the A7 III, and then I moved to the A9. I really enjoyed using it because of this base plate, because it was not hurting my hand, and I'm liking it. So until now, I still shoot with the A1, A9, A9. A9. Don't get yourself confused, okay? I started shooting with the A9. No, I still... Fuck. It's around 4:30 a.m. I apologize for my head not working well. So, yep, I really love shooting with the A9. And then the thing is, until now, I still shoot with this camera here, and it's very good. And then I decided that I'm going to go up some notches, big notches. I went for the A1. So this is the A1. And since the A1 is just almost the same as the A9, which is a bit small, not really small, but it's still a bit small. You can see here in my grip, so I bought this base plate here from Small Rig, and the good thing about this is it's the same as the other one we're in. You can open, and this one here is flush, so I like holding it. So this is perfect with my hand. It's kind of heavy though, because this body is a bit heavier than the A9 original, the A1, and at the same time with this base plate, it's more heavier. It adds to the weight. So like, yeah, I keep on shooting, but the thing is, I always go back to my A9, because the thing is, the weight kind of matters. When I was with Canon, it really didn't matter because the camera was big and bulky, and I feel like, yeah, that's it. So this one here, I was like, I use it for videos because it has good video features. But the thing is, when I do photos, I always go back to my A9 because I love the grip. I love that it's light, and although I love the grip with this one, the weight really brings me down. So yeah, I've been shooting with the A9 until now, and I shoot with the A1 sometimes for special occasions, just because of the fast shutter. And when I acquired the A7 IV, which is this one here, I also bought the grip. But right now, I'm starting to use it for video, for photos, for vlogs, for travel. I started removing the grip and used the F38 or the Peak Design Arca bottom, and I'm holding it now. Although this is lighter than A1, I'm kind of liking the grip because of this. So when you hold the camera, it just gets stuck there, and it's so nice. It's so sturdy in the hand. So I'm trying to make myself use this more so that I get comfortable with it, and then that will lead me to not use this bottom plate from the A1. Get confused with the letters. So yep, if ever I'm gonna move to not using the grips anymore, or sometimes I use the cage. I use this cage here, and yeah, it's also feels the same. So okay, I just had to redo a bit of settings, so I had to stop that a bit. But yeah, I've been using this for filming, and I have the cage, and yeah, it feels good with the hand, but it's much more heavier than this setup, this one here. But yeah, I'm trying to get used, going back to the topic, trying to get used to this setup without the grip, because everybody's using it, but it's just me that I don't feel like shooting if my pinky is not secure. The only problem with this setup here is that for big lenses, it's not level. It's gonna hit, like, let's say, okay, I'm gonna swap lenses now. Give me a few moments. Okay, I'm gonna change. I'm afraid I'm gonna have one of the lenses fall, but okay, safe. So yeah, for this setup here, you can see that if I don't have that bottom plate, this part of the lens is so big, it's gonna rub, and it's not gonna. It's like, look at that. It's not really plain level. You can definitely see it's not plain level. So I don't like the lens to be like rubbing or anything. I want it to be straight. I know it's just me being OCD. I can't. How do you? Yeah, I can't explain it, but I don't want the lens to be like this. Like, this is the base and this is big. I don't like it. I want it to be even. Like, I want, if this is a bit bigger, the base should be bigger. So that's one of the main concerns now. I'm getting confused with my cameras. But currently I'm using, with my A7 IV, I'm using the 20 to 40, and you can see it's just straight. So that's why I love this setup. I love its light. I love it for travel and everything else. But yeah. So what's my point? I don't know. My point is, like, this video is like weird. My point is, like, when I moved to Sony, I really love using it with a base plate, and now I'm trying to move into not using a base plate. And this is after years. So I started using the Sony, I think 5 years ago. I reckon 5 or 6 years ago. I think it's 5. I think it's 5. I'm not sure. But yeah, it could be 5 years ago. And I love using it with a grip. I had to spend an expensive amount of money to purchase this grip here, which is just a grip. But I really love using it. If that grip wasn't there, I would not have moved to Sony. I would have gone back to Canon. In saying that, I'm trying to get used to this grip. The new grip is like chunkier than the old one. But still, I can feel, yeah, my pinky could go in, but I still feel that it's a bit small. But I'm trying to get used to it. And once that will happen, all my gears will be lighter and everything else. But there's a lot of factors that's affecting it, like the lens being big. I don't want this to be like smaller than the bottom of the lens. I want it to be like balanced. I want it to feel good in my hand. So yeah, it's gonna be a while. I'm gonna start shooting without the base plate, but it's a good thing that these cameras these days are like good in the hand. And also one of the things that made me like using it without the grip, because I'm sporting the A7C before and this ZVE1, which is so tiny. So this one has a straight grip. When you hold it, it's like slippery straight. And when I went back to the A7 IV, this one here just slides into your finger and just so snug. Okay, yeah, that's it. I don't know what point is. I just want to talk about my camera and my lens and how I handle it. I hope this is some content. I know. I think it's not a lot of use for you guys, but yeah, just me blubbering again. But anyway, yeah, that's it. So yeah, I'm not gonna repeat what I'm gonna say. That's it for today. Take care. I don't know what the point is. Also, I'm a bit whispering because it's around, yeah, currently it's around 4:45 a.m. and the neighbors might hear me. I'm in the garage right now trying to film. So yeah, it's kind of, yeah, I'm whispering.